Hello, everyone. Welcome to another class. Welcome to another great week of trading. What a week last week in the Discord was an absolute blast. Let's keep it going. So let's start, of course, with CLSK. So ticker symbol CLSK, CleanSpark. They are a Bitcoin miner. They had really good earnings not too long ago, and we've been playing it for a while, right? So let's get into it. Obviously, we got into some calls last week and 2 weeks ago, and we closed those out for a huge win. And then we got in some more, and they were down on Wednesday and Thursday, and they're almost even. They're almost back to break even going into next week, which is great. When you look at it from a technical standpoint, guys, really simple. And honestly, a mishap by me. We came up to top of the trend here. We've been in this channel for quite a while on the daily, which again, we're on the daily chart, which means each one of these candles represents a full day's worth of trading time. We came up to the top of trend, and honestly, we needed to come back in and get some more buying. So when you look at from here, this swing high to this swing low, or this swing low to this swing high, perfect fib set there. We have another master fib set, of course, from this swing high to this swing low at play as well. So we have two sets here allowing for some clustering. So all we did was come down, honestly, and tested the 50% fib on this sequence here. We got really nice buying off of it. Both times held the 20-day moving average and held the, we're obviously way above the 200 as well. Got a nice MACD bounce here. I'm expecting that to start curling back up to the upside. As long as we're above 1561, I am bullish on CleanSpark. I like us to 22, maybe even 23 or 26 this week, assuming bullish momentum within the crypto space can remain. If we can break out a trend, definitely think 26 is possible. So still like this play a lot. We're still in it, still chugging. Okay, coin, same thing. But our calls are green on coin. We're in Junes and Januaries, which is great. Coin's looking good. Again, same kind of thing here. All we did the last couple of days was find support at the master fib. So the 50% master fib here, 223. And we got really nice buying off of it each day. So this is still looking very bullish. My targets on coin remain 240, 270, and then 300, which is the 786 of this master fib sequence from this swing high to this swing low, which is still very respected. You can literally see came up, rejected the 114, got over it, rejected the 236, came back down, found support at the 114. I mean, you can see how well it follows this sequence. We also have an active sequence from here to here. It's very small. I'm probably going to remove it this week and probably go from here to here. But if we break, honestly, we don't even need them. So I'll probably remove this red sequence here. But coin, assuming we're above 200, I like a move to 220, over 220, 240, over 240, 270 with the ultimate goal, as everyone knows. My end target goal for coin this year is 300. That is why I'm in such long dated calls. I want to capture the whole move. Okay, there's some very interesting earnings. Oh, let's look at Mara as well. Sorry. So Mara got beat up off of earnings, even though they had a really good earnings report. But if you pull back and you look at the daily chart, all that happened was a move down to the 20-day moving average, 2 wicks off of it, nice buying on Friday, and we keep moving. Anyway, so I really like the move off Amara on Monday. Same thing as CleanSpark came down, looked like it was going to curl down, but found support on the MACD, and we're moving. I like a move to 34 this week on Mara. Kind of just watching Mara because I'm in CleanSpark so heavily, but I'm watching Mara as well. Okay, Target, one of my favorites. I said down at 100, I was going to be buying shares, and I have been, and we just keep going up, right? All that craziness they went through. With the weird clothes they were selling and all that kind of stuff, that was never going to last. White women are not going to stop shopping at Target. Just remember that. If you have the power of them behind you, the stock is going to keep on going. So earnings on Thursday, I like a move to 160 before, and then assuming earnings are good, I like a magnet pull to 172. I'm not looking to short this. It's been super powerful. Walmart just had killer earnings. The consumer is strong. If I'm going to play Target, it will be to the upside. Okay, Costco, same thing. They have earnings this week. Look at how well this bad boy respects its fibs. Consolidating here around this extension at 740. I like a measured move to 770, assuming earnings are good. Let's look at Avago. They have earnings as well, and just an absolute beast of a stock. Look at this, charted this out a while ago. This M didn't fully play out, but still we got a nice measured move on it, frankly. After an M plays out, you always get a move to the upside. And as you can see, we've had a nice move to the upside, right? You can see these extensions playing out. I don't have any more fibs, honestly, on Avago. So what I'd like is a pullback and then a move up. But this thing's a beast. I'm definitely watching this into earnings. Doubt I'll play it. Victoria's Secret, let's chart this live. Intentionally did this. So let's chart this bad boy live. So let's find our master fibs here, in my opinion. So this swing high here. So we're going to choose our fib set here. Turn our magnet mode on so we get the wick to this swing low. My master fibs, I always make white. My master sequence, if you will, they're just the easiest to read, this white color. I never do multicolored fibs. And then let's do a second sequence from here to this. So from this swing low to this swing high here where it kind of has topped, we're going to change that to orange. Okay, so now we have our two fibs. We got our 20-day moving average on. We got our 200-day moving average on, which is this blue line. We got Nova, Algo. Shout out to Nova, populating my nice trend here, which are these dash lines, middle trend channel, giving us a nice cloud as well for some confluence. So look, here's what's going on Victoria's Secret right now. We're consolidating around the 114, right around 28.60. So let's just round up to 29. We need to get back above 29 for some bullishness. I'd like a move down, frankly, since we closed below the 20. I'd like a move down to this 382 here, around 26, 27, hold, and then I would like a move after earnings to 30. So I'm watching Victoria's Secret. I will probably wait for earnings to play out and then get into it, but I'd like a move down to 26 and then a measured move back up to 30. So chart itself looks good. Again, a move down to 26 would be a test of the end of this trend right here. A hold would be very bullish, move back up to 30. Liking it. Okay, let's look at Kava. Look at this. We drew this months ago and it couldn't have played out any better. Honestly, he's going even higher. Got a perfect 100 X to D point here. Perfect move up from this X, A, B, C, D pattern. Went even higher than I thought. I thought we'd make it to the 786. This thing just kept busting. Absolute beauty though. If you've ever had Kava, you know how good it is. I'm just buying shares. I'd like another move. I'd like a move down here to like 54. And then a move to 66. So Kava's looking great. Can't stop, won't stop. Next Chipotle, I swear. Let's look at NVIDIA. Look at this bad boy. Look at this bad boy. So looks like it's breaking out a trend here. Let's lay down a fib set. So we can go from, some would go from here to here, but I'm going to go from down here to up here. So we're going to go boom to boom. Okay, you can see how it respects it. 382, blah, blah, blah. I like a measured move to 906, assuming we can get over 825. So everyone knows my end goal on NVIDIA is 1,000 a share, assuming they don't split. I am very confident about that. Look at AMD. My target's been 193 for quite some time, and we got over that bad boy, didn't we, last week? Finally, 202. So everybody knows what I always say. You don't short a stock in price discovery mode. This is officially in all-time highs. 220 honestly next is how I feel about AMD right now. A move down back to 180, confirming that this is now, notice how much of a resistance point it was. A move back down to 180, hold, and then a measured move up. From a structure standpoint would be great. So I'd like a little pullback on AMD, but frankly, with how the market is, I doubt we're going to get it. So Microsoft, I'm making January calls, 450. To me, Microsoft is now the darling of the stock market, right? It used to be Apple for a long, long time. And now it's Microsoft, right? It's the biggest holding in the S&P. As it moves, so does the market right now, or the S&P at least. And I like this to 450, man. They're doing some great things. About to get a bullish MACD cross. A break out of trend at about 440 is going to send this rate to 450. So I have a year on the contracts for a reason, but I'm loving it. Celsius, one of my babies, drew this pattern before the end of the year, right? We got this, boom, boom, boom. Every time it goes below 50, I tell people, buy shares, buy shares, buy shares, buy shares. Absolutely crushed earnings. My price target on this remains $100. So if we get over 87, we're going to magnet to 100 in my personal opinion. Obviously, rejected this extension on Friday. but that's okay. After a measured move from 64 to 82, you expect some profit taking. So I love some consolidation around here, maybe a little bit of a flag, and then another measured move up. So Celsius, just a share play for me. Don't really like the options chain on it ever. I've been in Celsius since $11. So I know how it moves. I love it. But I like a measured move to $100 sooner rather than later, at least by the end of the year. And again, Celsius is a share play for me, not a options play. So Tesla looking great, right? I said if it can base over 198 and consolidate for a while, I think we'll get a measured move to about 218. So right now it's perfect. 198 is acting as support. We can break out and get out here. I definitely like a move to the 218, which is where you can see we've had some heavy sells in the past. So above 198, I'm bullish with a price target of 220 to 218 to 220. And I would take a minimum of 3 months on contracts. I'm not personally going to be in Tesla this week, but it's always one we get asked about, so I thought I'd go over it. Let's look at Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin is my baby right now because of everything that's going on. All my biggest plays, I should say, are all in the crypto space. So it's simple. We've been telling everyone we need over this 886. Bitcoin is a master respecter of its Fibonacci's. So we need over 62,741. Look at it. Boom, 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 wick off. But all this is, guys, so we got a measured move on the bull flag breakout here, right? What do I always say? A flag into a flag is the most bullish pattern you can have. Again, in my personal opinion, humble personal opinion. So all we're doing right now is creating another bull flag. Okay. Nothing wrong with this price movement right here. I like that we're consolidating. Let's build some support around 60K and then move to 68K. So I expect to break out this week, and my target on Bitcoin remains 68K. So Bitcoin looking great. Still in very heavily. Let's look at Rivian since we looked at Tesla. Obviously, a whack earnings report, but I'm still a long-term believer personally in Rivian. And again, for me, just a share play. Don't like the chain on Rivian, but it definitely came down and found some support at the end of this channel. You can see it's really respected this channel for quite some time. But at the end of the day, it needs over 1230 to really have a chance of filling this gap. But I did buy some shares at the bottom here, and that's going to be it for me right now. I'm not looking to add any more right now. Okay, well, that's all I'm going to look at today. I'll do another session in terms of, for personal requests and everything, but this is my watch list. This is what I'm looking at, and hope you enjoy.